Positive energy all the time. Positive energy all the time. Rep your city and your state. You know how we do. Let's get it. Got a lot to talk about today. Might go late into the night. I don't know. Depends on if I work out or not. Hope y'all getting your workout on. I hope you're washing your hands and washing your children's hands. I know you heard about the measles outbreak. Always overestimate, never underestimate when it comes to things like that. Okay? Never blow nothing like that off. If you protect yourself and it's a false alarm, you're fine. If you don't protect yourself and it's real, so always ride on the side of caution. We got Tucana, Texas in the building. We got Richmond, Virginia in the house. What other cities we got in here today? Yes, indeed. I was just listening to the Diddy phone calls. Get rid of the pizza boxes. Make sure you get rid of the plastic. I say, whoa. Whoa. Unbelievable. So you heard from Jay? You're like, no, he missed it. You're like, that's all right. Talk to the producer. Let him know that Netflix movie film is about to drop. Say, whoa. I don't know if that was the smartest thing to say on the phone. Man, that's incriminating evidence. Does he realize that just because you're talking in codes, does he realize? Unbelievable. We got Indianapolis, Indiana in the building. I'm telling you. Been a lot of ambulances passing the last couple of days. Maybe fire trucks. Who knows what's going on? Pull somebody over and all men on deck, probably, racing to the scene. So the Jeffrey Epstein list was released. It's got the internet going crazy. I think, what's the big stories on the internet? Jim Jones on the fight cam. 50 this to Jim Jones. A lot's going on. A lot. I'm telling you. Right now, I think my favorite internet person is 607 No Punk. I get a big kick out of it. Unbelievable. He's a genius. He's a genius for sure. I'm looking at him and saying, this guy is a genius. Made him up a character. I mean, that's really him, but he's playing a nut role. Very interesting person. I would advise you all to watch 607 No Punk. Listen to him closely. Because he'll try to throw you off the trail. He'll try to throw you off, so you got to keep listening. And he throws some real knowledge in there, and then he covers it up. Oh, man, it's genius. He be dropping bombs. He needs to be in movies. He's a really good actor. That dude is. We got 54 people over here. Y'all come on in. I'm drinking this. I got this new drink I've been drinking. Salt water. Just a little bit of salt. Not table salt. The salt allegedly, supposedly, helps take the water into your system. The beautiful Ashanti is here. Hi, Ashanti. The salt takes the water into your system. So I've been drinking that. Good to see you, G-Rock. That's my new first thing I drink when I wake up. Is I get some water, and I'll either put a little bit of the salt on my tongue and drink it. Now, not table salt, the real salt, okay? Celtic salt or something like that. They say the pink salt and some of the sea salt might got metal in it, the way it's mined. So that's why I've been using the Celtic salt. What's up, Brother Dwayne? Good to see you. So, yeah, the Jeffrey Epstein list is out. Everybody's talking about it on social media. I talked about this about a year ago, probably. And it's amazing that people are trying to read into that. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Those people that got that kind of money and those type of connection, you can't even verify if he's really unalived. Is he unalived? And so to clear everything up, release the list. And it's all done. He was just a fall guy anyway. He wasn't the main man. He just happened to have the location. You know how you got the perfect place to have a party, but the other dude is the one that always wants to have a party there, and you don't mind. You making money from it too. So he just had the party location. He's not the man. I don't believe. That's just me assuming that he ain't even the top of that situation. No way. He was the fall guy. Epstein was into a business that had him around rich people anyway. He was this big time investor. So he was like a financier. He helped a lot of people make some money, bankrolled a lot of money, a lot of investments. So that's why he was around all those people. Made a lot of money, tons of money. He was a school dropout. Next thing you know, he was a big time financier. You know what I'm saying? He had to go down. He had the goofy chick with him. And that's where he made his mistake. There's a lot of money in certain businesses that I don't want to mention that's going on bigger than ever right now. It had a lot to do with the border crossings. That was more than, that wasn't what they made it out to be. A lot of children came across that border. I wonder how many went back. I would see the migrants sometime here in Chicago, and it would be the strangest family. There would be an older woman, and there would be a younger woman, and then there would be a older boy that looked like he was too old to be the younger woman's son, and he almost looked like he was too young to be the older woman's son. Then there was a big gap in some little kids. Never a man. When I drove around and I would see the migrants in front of stores and on asking for money, never a man. Always an older woman, a younger woman, or some children. They don't always be together. It might be, but there's always the older women are not standing on the corners as if it's some younger ones that's asking for the money. It's real strange. You wonder, like, where is she taking that money? Like, where's the man at? Because I know she's not just here by herself. Where's the man? You know? It was looking crazy. Definitely a lot going on, more than meets the eye. What's going on, Craig? Y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe, make a donation. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So I wanted to talk about it because I'd seen everybody was really hyped for it to be released. I watched the guy read as much as I could take of him reading it. His energy was low because there was nothing there. There was nothing there. In August 1981, Epstein founded his own consulting firm, Intercontinental Asset Group, Inc., which assisted clients in recovering stolen money from fraudulent brokers and lawyers. Epstein described his work at this time as being a high-level bounty hunter. So what he did, he had the money to find the lawyers that ran off with $500,000, $250,000 you paid them to do a case, right? So he was like a business bounty hunter when you do bad business and run off with somebody's money. Now, if you read between the lines, how was he able to give them to get the money back? He had to be a gangster. He had to be a pretty tough dude. He had to be making them offers they can't refuse because how was he successful? That's how he got so many people. That's why he had so many rich people around him because rich people get scammed a lot, just like poor people. But rich people get scammed for big money. And so he was helping rich people get their money back. You got to ask yourself, how was he able to do that? Was it intimidation? Was it extortion? In other words, let's say you owe me some money. You're a big time lawyer. I hire Jeffrey. Jeffrey never lets you know he's working for me. But Jeffrey gets you in a compromising situation. Once he gets you in a compromising situation, that's when he lets you know that he has footage and that you should pay me. You should pay his client. It's a high possibility this is how he was getting people to pay. I can't say that for sure, but things don't be adding up for me because he used a very interesting word, bounty hunter, meaning there was a bounty on your head. And bounty hunters aren't very nice when they catch you. So if he was a high-level bounty hunter, what was his means once he found you? And that right there could be what his business was really all about. If you think about it. Because he was a dropout, but he ended up with a lot of money owning his own island. So think about it. I'm Epstein. I put you in a compromising situation. You owe my boy Johnson a lot of money, $10 million. I catch up with Johnson. I get the information on him. I get him in a compromising situation and I extort him. In the process, Johnson tells me something about you. So Johnson gives me information on you. Might give me pictures, might give me video on you too. So I'm just getting more and more powerful because everybody's telling on everybody. And I can use all this information. Because it just, high-level bounty hunter just sounds. Don't that sound crazy to y'all? Like, don't that sound strange? Epstein described his work at this time as being a high-level, he didn't say high-level collection agency, he said bounty hunter. Which makes sense because when people run off with your money, you got to find them. So my mind started spinning. And I'm thinking, well, how did he find them? When the mouse get in your house, how do you find them? You put down bait. So was he baiting these people? You know what I'm saying, G-Rob? Was he finding them or was he putting down some cheese? It's kind of like if I'm in the streets and you run off with my money and I get a bad, fine chick, she can find you. She can find you. Good to see you. Highly favored. Because the story they telling on them, it don't make no sense. Don't sound right. It don't sound right to me. The way they paint them, it don't sound right. It doesn't sound right. He's not making all that money just doing weirdo stuff. Sounds high level like that. That's why I said, you know, is this all staged? The camera happens to be off. Then they find him in the cell, allegedly. But there's no proof that they found him anywhere. And why does it look like a fight or something happened in there? Like, why? What is all that stuff on the floor? Like, what's really going on with this picture? And if you look in the bed, they didn't do a good job because in the bed, does that not look like they tried to make it look like it was a person in the bed? You see the head, you see the butt, you see the cover. Y'all see what I see? You see the bed in the back and all that stuff on the floor. If he had a celly, the celly got out too. Because Why did they try to make it like it was somebody in the bed? That's a head. If you put that light orange cover up on there, you're going to think that's a person. Why is that shaped like a person? And what's all that stuff on the floor? It looked like they came in, told them, get up, get up. Nobody moved. They pulled all that stuff off of that bunk on the bottom. That person's gone. That bunk right there, the bunk on the floor, that person gone. And that bunk back there, they pull that back and say, they gone. They gone. I mean, that's what it looked like to me if I'm an investigator. Because all that stuff on the floor, where did that come from? And why is the cover off of that mattress on the floor? Make it make some sense. And why is that looking like a person? Look, they even got the foot. Look down at the end of the orange, dark orange, and look at the light orange, how they got it like it's a leg and a foot. The one in the bed. They got that bottom part like it's a leg and a foot. That orange, that dark orange that's coming from under there, they probably pulled that from under there when they was trying to look to see and found out he wasn't there no more. That man escaped. That's what this picture looked like, an escape. And it looked like he promised to take whoever that's in there with him. So he wouldn't tell. So it looked like he escaped. Because if he really unalived himself, who put that cover in there like that? Did they unalive him and then try to make it look like he wasn't unalive? I don't think so. I don't think so. I personally don't believe he's unalived. He's most likely on another island just chilling. Because I don't see it. And those people on the list, them ain't the people. I don't believe those are no people at no party or nothing like that. Those are just clients. Those are just clients. Because at those type of high level parties, no one can be identified. When you get to that level of the strange parties, whatever you're doing with somebody, you don't know who it is. No one is identifiable at these parties. No one. At these type of parties, you have to come like this. No one can know who you are. And you have to use voice machines, these voice things when you talk. They can't Tell your voice. You see they got on gloves, no fingerprints. No traces of, you don't know who you in there with. When you go to those type of parties, you have to get picked up at a location, Gerard, and then they take you to, they put a bag over your head. And so for the filthy rich like that, they'll put you on a helicopter with bags over your head and they drop everybody off. There's a door you go in and nobody knows. Nobody. There's nothing to tell. And everything goes except showing your face. And everything is recorded like a movie, like one of these weird movies. Every inch of the place is being recorded. Security got on masks. Everybody, you don't see anybody's face. You don't know anybody's identity. And anything can happen to you. And you agree to that to come. Some of the worst things you could ever dream of could happen to you, but that's what you signed up for. Yeah, there's nothing to report, because you don't know where you were at. And they are not going to report because they were there. So it's like you can't report it because you just go in there, you're guilty. You're guilty for going because it's not no surprise. It's all on the table. Everything goes. Now, if you want to come, so it's not like you get there and they start doing strikes. All that's on the table. You have you yourself. You have strange quirks. That's why you went. Don't know normal, regular people go. Everybody that go is on that next level. And you see from Diddy what be going on and what they be partaking in, which also put them in another trance. So everybody's tranced out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who you are but the one person that throws the event. But he don't know who you are when you get there. So they know I got invited, but they don't know which one of them is me. They don't know who's who. They know who they invited, but they don't know which one of y'all is doing whatever. They don't know. When you come, I don't know who you are when you get there. I know you are, but I know everybody get invited, but I can't point out anybody. Unless you got some type of serious weight or something like that that makes it a little obvious. But the whole object is for me not to be paying no attention to none of that. Because you can't incriminate something and you don't know who you're incriminating. The main man, he doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? check out the blow up Ukrainian president. I don't understand what you're saying. But they typically, if I throw the event, right, I don't look at it. I don't look at it. It's all double protected and double sealed. So the only person that know how you shape and know who you are, that know how you shape is me. And I'm not there. I'm not looking at it. That protects you. I'm not looking at it. I don't see nothing. This is how they do these type of things. Nobody there's gonna know it's you because nobody know you. So if you're overweight, nobody knows that's you because he from France, he from Germany, he from Russia, he from California. They don't know. They don't know you. You don't have a clue who's there. You seen one big man, you seen them all. How do you know which big guy this is? It's not like it's a small knit group that know each other. No, these are people from all over the world, all over the countries, different countries. They have no idea who's there. You don't know who that is. If you go there, you see a heavyset man or a heavyset woman, you don't know who that is. You might know if you live in a small city and you say, oh, that's Sandra. But if she from Germany and you from France, you don't know. You don't know who that is. Yeah, I've seen that part. Yeah, I've seen that story. I mean, he's done. I already told y'all about Trump's wife and Trump. You know what I'm saying? So all those videos been taken down. So I can't speak on that right now. But if you've been watching me, you already know when I told you about Trump and his wife. So it should be no surprise to you that Zelensky is done. I've been told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, YouTube is on my neck. I'm telling y'all too much. Hey, YouTube, they cool. They not really mad, but they sponsors don't like me too much. They've been getting calls. Hey, don't let him get too big. So I've been saying riddles and stuff. You have to really listen close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Zelensky, I'm feeling it's over with. He's an unalived man walking. So you got to know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? There goes the hardest working woman in Chicago. Congratulations, Candec. I seen you graduate. I seen you got your new whip. You're doing big things. I mean, it's a lot to that, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to that. It goes all the way back to the USSR. Now, Epstein's videotapes ain't really showing nothing, really. The only thing messed Epstein up was that girl. The girl was sloppy. The girl seen too much. She didn't see everything. But them stories will never come out. You'll never know what happened there. When they come out and tell you what happened there, it's all going to be make-believe. They might give you leak some horror stories, but they're not going to be true. So you got a horror story over here that's horrible. They'll give you a weaker horror story right here and like, oh yeah, I believe. But you'll never know. That's gone. You'll never know. That will never come out. What was really going on with that? You know what I'm saying? That will never come out. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no story to come out. Because the story never got nowhere. Once it's a story, and I'm the main person of the story, and once I don't say nothing, you'll never know because I got to say something first for it to get out there. And the people at the top, they don't talk under no circumstances. They'll drink cyanide before they talk. A lot of them got rings with poison in them. I'm telling you, a lot of them got rings that open. And before you take them alive, because this is a thing where you get out of line, you end up like the Kennedys. You see how they did the Kennedys? They never left them alone. And probably still ain't left them alone. Just go back and look at all the tragedy with the Kennedys because they stepped on the wrong feet. And they'll torture generations after, they'll go after generations and generations of, they'll pass that down to your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. If you cross that line. So the Epstein, all that stuff, people going to have fun with it, but nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. The only thing you know is it was more horrible than you could ever know. And he was just one person. Because you're dealing with trillionaires. So anybody thinks, that he was as big as the trillionaires. No. It's just like me. I'm the big man. I got a guy that throws the parties. He's the party planner. That type of thing. He's not the top. He's just a coordinator. I want to say more because I got pictures and stuff with certain people, but I can't right now. I can't right now, but all of the smaller guys getting in trouble. That's what they was trying to emulate the top with their little parties. Their little parties was bootleg compared to their superiors in that field. I guess, you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff they talk about, that none of that's real. Don't y'all buy into none of that. That's over with. They've totally, that's over with. Closed. It's done. Yep. Yep. I tell you something. You can tell when somebody tells the whole truth about something like this because they'll be unalived. So if they ain't unalived, they ain't told you nothing. Because if you know this story and you tell it, people coming to see you. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? They got the kind of equipment where they can plug it in and it'll pull up everybody talking about them. You know what I'm saying? They got the type of equipment where if you saying their name, they can plug into their computer and they can go on the search on the internet and everybody that mentioned them will come up. And then they have the investigators go through it to see who's saying what. And if you saying the wrong thing, you know, but when because you know you know too much for your own good, but when they protect themselves because everybody got to come like this. You know, everybody's got to come to like this, so nobody knows what's going on at the big events. Now they do little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like the Abercrombie and Finch do. They do little stuff, but that ain't the big stuff. That's just the ones they look down on, like the Diddy, the Erica, because they got sloppy. They let their addictions almost jeopardize everybody. You know, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to keep all that stuff under wraps. You can't get sloppy. Some people get sloppy. Yeah, eyes wide shut. Yep, yeah. So some people get sloppy, and then they could jeopardize everything. So that's why they don't mess with you when you like that. Like Diddy, the little they not messing with him like that. They'll go around him, but they won't bring him up to where they on. He got to stay down there and do what he doing because he's sloppy. They ain't getting involved with that. That's low level. The things they be doing, if I told you what they be doing at the top, they'll shut this channel down because you wouldn't even believe what they be doing. You got, man, listen. You wouldn't believe it. It's like some next level, like really crazy stuff. Like the average person, if you went to one of them parties, you would throw up on yourself. You'd get sick to your stomach. You wouldn't be able to take it. No, these are, you got crazy people, you got eccentric people, and you got Luciferians on the high level, not on the bootleg level. They very much saying they evil intentionally. They not like accidentally evil. Oh no. They are 100% with evil. They study it. They read all the rare books on it. They know all the history on it, all the way back. A lot of times their daddy was in it, their granddaddy was in it. Like slavery, like that wasn't just slavery. That was them behind that. A lot of other things happened by being able to degrade black people. They were able to do things that really had nothing to do with, just look at slavery and you think, this don't got nothing to do with slavery. Like, why did they do all that? You ever thought about that? If you got somebody to work for you, why would you do all that other stuff? Y'all know about the lady down in New Orleans? You see what I'm saying? It's not what they saying it is. It's something else. And there's levels like this and this and this, just like party. You have a party, but he got a bigger party. He got a bigger party, and he got. It's the same way with the dark side. You got the little dark side party, then the bigger dark side party, then the bigger dark side party. Then you got the top of the dark side. There is a top of the dark side. And you don't even want to know what they be doing because they at the top. They got access to everything. You know what I'm saying? They're at the very top. You ever heard that saying, if I tell you I got to unalive you? People think that's just like a joke. That's not no joke. That's a real thing. You ever notice how people throw that around? They say the K word though. If I tell you I got to K you, right? Hey man, that's a real thing. Like that's real. It's just people on the lower level like myself and us, we don't know. No, but up at the top, no, that's really that. If you meet them dark type creatures at the top, they won't talk to you or socialize with you. They won't talk to you or socialize with you at all. They won't say anything too much to you. In many cases, you can't even see them. Think about these filthy rich people that's up in these big old houses. Nobody ever sees them. They come out through a opening and they get in the back of the car, and only the person that let them in the car see them. And the car just drive. They got somebody get out the car, do everything. They don't even have to go sometime. They got somebody to go get everything. There's people on this planet that nobody ever sees them. Nobody. They're never seen. There's people that live in big mansions, and there's workers and stuff in there. And nobody ever, only one person gets to walk in their room and take them their food and walk in their dining area. Like they have the dining area for everybody else. Then they have where they dine at. Nobody can go in there. In case they're number one person there, they got latches where you stick stuff under the door. Then you can't look at them. You can't see them. You can't see them. Seriously. It's really like that. Like go in some of them rich areas and look at them cribs. You'll see it. And these are people that, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that initiate Halloween and all that. Halloween ain't what y'all think it is. Halloween not what you think it is. Halloween is to distract you. You playing. They not playing on Halloween. It's a real holiday for them. And so they have you do all this stuff so that they can, come out for the bewitching hour, and nobody gonna pay them no attention because they got you playing it, so they can finally come out for one night. You think they dressed up. They're not dressed up. So, Jeffrey Epstein, he was into some other way other stuff. He didn't let Trump and all them see that. They ain't seen that. Trump ain't seen that. He not big enough. He not big enough. He ain't seen that. When Jeffrey Epstein came out, he pretended he was regular like Trump and them. He put on the front like he was just regular. Because he's the one that's got to socialize. But wait, I'll give you a perfect example. This where he lived at. What you really think was out there on that island? Think about it. What you think was on that island? What type of places he had built on that island? Underground and all that. Look at him. What kind of construction, you know what I'm saying, do we have out there? You understand what I'm saying? So this is a place that once the helicopter come or the plane come and land and you get out, you're really in the middle of nowhere. Because it ain't even nobody live next to you. It's just water. So once you on that island, Mind you, you ain't under nobody's jurisdiction. You know, when you take them cruise ships, if something happened to you, a lot of times you ain't under no jurisdiction. Maybe one day I'll come and tell some cruise ship horror stories. You ain't gonna believe it. You ain't gonna believe what be happening on cruise ships. Cruise ships is dangerous. If you go on a cruise ship and it's like all blacks, you might be all right. But if you go on like an international cruise ship, man, you better be in your room at night. Yeah, maritime law, you better be in your room at night. Ladies, men too, you leave out your room and your wife never see you again, your husband never see you again. Heck yeah, Jay. Heck yeah, like it's some, man, it's some stuff out here. When it comes to that spooky type of stuff like that and government, it's deep, y'all. A lot of them, they live on Hawaii because Hawaii in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing. It's the most, there's no other place surrounded by that much water. Hawaii's got the biggest circumference of water in the world. Seriously. There's no other land nowhere for a long way. It's just sitting out there by itself. It ain't like the Caribbean where you got all them islands. It's just those 8 Hawaiian islands, and that's it. And 2 of them islands, one of them you can't even go to. The Forbidden Island. You cannot go over there. You cannot go on the Forbidden Island. There have been hippies and stuff that went and tried to get little boats and went. Nobody never seen them again. The Hawaiians make sure they told me that because I was around the black Hawaiians. They say, don't let nobody talk you into going to the Forbidden Island. Don't go there. Don't go over there. Don't go there. No, Trump ain't gonna send nobody over there. Trump is little. Trump is not on Epstein's level. When Epstein was around Trump, he played down. So when you see pictures of Epstein and Trump has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know anything about Epstein. All he knows, Epstein's the cool guy, but he do not know Jeffrey Epstein. See, Epstein's the kind of person you get around, but you don't know him. You just know what he show you. Trump don't know nothing about dude. Obama don't know nothing. All them people on them planes and stuff with him, they do not know him. They thinking he a businessman. They don't know him. That's why I say all that stuff they reading all these people's names, that's all fake. They don't, the people he was working with, they don't operate, they're not sloppy like that. No, they don't have to conceal his identity because he never revealed his identity. There's nothing to conceal. He not going to show you nothing. He going to show you some regular stuff, like some girls half dressed, dancing around, like stuff you can see at any strip club. He'll show you that. And then you're thinking, oh, that's Jeffrey. He's got the sexy girls. No, that's not. He's stepping down to do that, to make it look like he looks like all the rest of y'all. So in other words, he with these people, and then he's down here with Trump and them. But Trump and them don't know these people that he dealing with, because they're all anonymous. See, there's an anonymous world out here, y'all. There's a world that's anonymous. So there's a lot of people dealing with each other that never seen each other. Many times they never heard each other's real voice. That's the type of money we talking about. And when you get to that type of money, you won't believe what they eat and what they do. You won't believe what they eat and what they be doing. And so even if you come around and you Bill Clinton and Trump and stuff like that, and he's dealing with people up here, and you doing these parts here, he might bring you to one about right here. He might bring you up from here to here, and you think he showed you some exotic, but he's not. In order for you to go to the other party, you can't be Bill Clinton. You can't be Bill. You can't be Trump. You can't be that to go to that party. You got to walk in there like this, and nobody know who you are. Nobody know who you are. Look, I'll give you a perfect example. They say Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. Y'all believe that? He is not nowhere near the richest man in the world. He's the richest man out there moving around. He's the richest man that lets you see him, because them people richer than him, you don't know who they are. They ain't taking no pictures. They ain't saying their names. They not coming outside like that. He not close to the richest man. He's nobody. He little. He said they don't want to put a target on their back. No, it's not they don't want to put a target on their back. They are anonymous. It's deeper than the target. They in some evil stuff, and it's anonymous. They ain't seen, but it ain't got nothing to do with money. They don't be being seen. Like, let me give you an example. You ever watch movies of Dracula and stuff like that? But see, this is what you never thought. When you're looking at a Dracula movie, you're watching the movie. So it's giving you the mentality that everybody's seen Dracula just because you can see him. But take yourself out from watching the movie and think, nobody's seen him but the person he bit. Nobody's seen him. Go back and look at a Dracula movie. Nobody sees him. You just think people see him because you're watching the movie. There's a guy on a black stage wagon with some black horses at night riding, and he's in the back. That's the only person see him. Nobody sees him. And then when you do see him, he tones it down so you don't see him. You don't pay him no attention. He's just a guy. So you still don't see him. You still don't see them. You're never going to see them. ever. For what? What they don't. You ever? Hey, when we was little, when we would get out of school, when we would get out of school, right? We would run on, and we would run on to see Dark Shadows. It was the biggest show on TV. It was bigger than Batman. It was bigger than any cartoon. The number one show in the late 60s, the mid to the late 60s, was Dark Shadows. And the person, the bad person in there, the vampire, was Barnabas Collins. And they lived in this town. And they had the big house like they was rich. But nobody never seen him. Nobody never see him. As a matter of fact, most of the show, you don't see him. You see all the characters. He in the house somewhere, but you don't see him. The one on the far right, you see how rich he looked? He's filthy, 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 filthy rich. This the old one, not the new one. I don't know about you. Got to go watch the old one from the 60s. This is Barnabas on the right with the cane. Filthy, filthy, filthy rich. And he's hardly in the show. They really got to show how it really is. People come over there, they know he lived there, like, how's Barnabas doing? Blah, blah, blah. But dude is not there. And that's what made it so scary. Because anytime he did show up, it wasn't good. And you're not going to be able to tell you seen him. I'm just telling you, it was real. They used to know, because these people were from the old school, so they knew the stories. So they shot it the way these new people, they don't know the story. These people, great-grandparents came from the old country, so they know what was going on in Germany and Transylvania, and they knew. And they rich because they lived for a long time. So yeah, you're rich. No, the new one, no, that's not it. The new one, that's not it. The new one gonna throw you off. That's not it. That one's trash. They you know how they do. You know how they do new stuff. They so busy trying to make it a good movie that they don't really shoot it the way it really was. You got to go look at the old one. Yeah, go check it out and watch how often he show up. The only time he's in the scene, he's always talking to the same one or two people. All the rest of the people, when they come to the house, he ain't in the scene. You know what I'm saying? He not in the scene. So that's what made it so much like real. I'm trying to tell him, Sir Drop. And you can see how much money he got. And then you imagine a secret society like that all over the world. Then you get it. Like in Chicago, who live in Chicago? Like when you drive down Longwood, when you drive down Longwood, and you see them houses, back them houses, and some of them houses been there since I was a little boy, and you don't never see nobody in some of them houses. You don't never see nobody coming out or nobody going in. It's just some big houses back off of the road up a hill. I had a white girl. She liked me in high school, and she lived over there. I wasn't gonna go over there at night, man. It was too creepy over there. I was, and we two different races, and this is the 70s. Mess around, get me killed over there. I'm just a shorty. I don't know nothing about no interracial, none of that. I don't know about that. She was bringing me donuts every day. NOLA is the spot where all this happened, Jay. New Orleans is where a lot of them came in. Look it up. Jay, when you get a chance, look up vampire history in New Orleans. Look it up. Look it up. No, she wasn't trying to bait me. She really liked me. She was cool. She was cool. She was one of these chicks that nowadays would be at the rap show. She was cool. She was kind of fine too. And every day she worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and she get donuts when she leave, and she bring me a whole box. You know what I'm saying? I was young, you know what I mean? If I would have been like older, I would have knocked it back. Cause I would have took her to my spot though. I wouldn't have went where she at. I would have just scooped her right after school if I ain't had no game. I was a baby. I was what? Freshman, sophomore. All I want to do is shoot basketball and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't buying them. She was getting them free. You know, they have all the donuts, and if they don't sell them, they got to get rid of them while they still fresh. So she would just stack them. She wasn't buying them. She worked there. She would just bring me some. She was trying to compete with the black girls, you know, because there was blacks and whites went. There was a Lutheran school where Common went, Luther South. So it was blacks and whites, and the black girls was fine. So she trying to compete because we looking at our girls. We ain't really looking at the white dudes' girls. She was fine though. You know what I'm saying? She was at me. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a little boy basically. I don't know nothing about that. Especially back then. It was more primitive back then. Young people, they wasn't fast like this generation. We wasn't having no babies in high school and all that. That's crazy. What's going on, D'Angelo? But what I'm saying is, back up in some of them houses is just strange back in there. It's very dark back in there at night. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there. I've seen a lot of stuff. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I've seen some stuff. But them like there, it's hard to ever see them. You understand? And Epstein is the small guy. He's not the big guy. He's the orchestrator of certain things. Remember they said at his parties, the princes and stuff was coming from England. See? You heard about the stories with the queen, right? And the children, right? Do your research on what they said about the queen and the children. Go look at it. People are trying to file complaints and everything. I don't want to say too much because you're too funny acting, but look it up. What they say about Queen Elizabeth. And what's going on with William the Terrible. Yeah, William. William the Terrible. Look, if you look at Halloween, right? The witches will have this pumpkin carved out. When the children come up, they tell the children, trick or treat. Think about it. What's the trick? They never talk about the trick. They just, everybody go to get the treat. Yeah, I will. Nah, this stuff I can't talk about. I can't talk about nowhere. There's certain stuff I can't, certain stuff you talk about, then have your life insurance policy paid. It's just like right now. If you get on here and you get to talking crazy about Trump and Elon, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I wouldn't talk about them like that. You got to know when to fold them and when to hold them. If I was you, y'all, you do what you're going to do. But if I was you right now, I wouldn't be talking about Trump and Elon in a bad way. Leave that alone. I'm just telling you. And the trick or treat, you put your hand in there. It might be an apple in there, or it might be a rattlesnake. You might walk up to the house, and when the witch comes, you might not never be seen again. You just got to look at it. It's ghouls and monsters. I mean, you just got to look at it. And it's like, that's passed down for us peasants. But what does that mean at the top? What is Halloween at the top? What was Halloween like out there? What kind of Halloween was out there? Yeah, the Hansel. All them stories is, yes. Go back and look at the Black Plague. Go back and look at, go to my Patreon. I talk about certain stuff. I got videos over there about werewolves and all that on my Patreon. Go watch that. I got some new ones coming up over there. But I'm not going into the people that's alive today. I'm talking way back. I don't really talk about them too much because it ain't wise. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to come over here to let everybody know that all this Jeffrey Epstein list and all that's nothing. That's nothing. Everything, that's all over with. Case closed. There's nothing to see there. That was shut down early. Nobody would never know what was going on with that. Nobody would never know. Never. So don't even waste your time getting into it because you're not going to know the story. You and I, we not going to know. I don't know the story, but I know I don't know it. I know everything they saying. That's not it. They've been washed and scrubbed that out for history. It's been scrubbed. It's gone. No one will never know that story. Watch this. Wow. They won't even. Wow. Wow. They won't tell me. Ooh. They won't tell me. Wow. I don't even want to say what I'm looking for. Wow. They won't tell me. I was trying to look up how close the Epstein Island was to Haiti, but they won't show it. Wow. They scrubbed the internet. Wow. The internet has been scrubbed already. That's crazy. They ain't got no map of them, though, G-Bro. They had a map, but it's gone. They had a map, but it's gone. Because they used to, well, I ain't going to say. Yeah, they had the map, but it's gone. I'm not sure. Ivy. You know what I'm saying? They had a map, but it's gone. But you know, there was all type of rumors about that. Because a lot of children was coming up missing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of stuff. They be scrubbing the internet. That's why I be saving pictures and stuff. Because a picture be up there and you go back, it'll be gone. You won't be able to find it nowhere. They be scrubbing. They be taking all the history down off the internet. Straight up. They be scrubbing it. You go back to look for something, it ain't there. It's gone. know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody to know that stuff. But if you talk about Epstein doing negative stuff, this is regular. And they trying to say this is Epstein, right? Some people negative like this, they trying to say Epstein was negative right here. Like he was way up there, right? So they say everybody else that's doing bad stuff, this even, everybody doing bad stuff is here. They say Epstein is here. That's not true. Epstein is here. They got him low. That stuff that they trying to say he do is way worse than that. They trying to say he right here. He here with it. They wouldn't even tell you what he was doing. That's why I said be scrubbed. They would never tell you if they found out even a 25th of what he was doing. They wouldn't tell you because they'll never find out what he was doing because he was international. So he wasn't under the U.S. jurisdiction. The U.S. just got him because he kept coming back to the U.S. You know what I mean? There's just certain people they don't talk about. You know, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. So, yeah, Trump, he ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? He ain't what people be trying to say. All the people they trying to say was running around with Epstein. Nah. That ain't real. Y'all don't be listening to that stuff. The people, you can always tell because if their name is floating around, you can always tell they ain't it. You can always tell they ain't it because their name floating around. The ones whose name's not floating around, man, you read between the lines. When you want to really go up to the top, I don't want to say much, but I will say, no, I won't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? People will find out and see it and say, oh, you know what I mean? I mean, they respect me on the dark side and stuff like that because they know I stay in my. They respect me in the government and stuff like that. They don't want me. They don't want nobody listening to me, but they respect me. I don't be. I don't be in their business like that. I just be trying to teach y'all stuff how to be safe. I don't be putting them out there like that. And then they on the dark side. They ain't no match for this side anyway. They ain't no match for this side. Just thinking about doing something to me, they might not even wake up the next day. So they ain't that. They just big on the dark side, but the light is bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no match for the other side. That's why they stay in the house and that's why they run. I could go with a match for match. No, I don't got no control. I don't got no control. There's other forces out here they got to deal with. Not me. I won't even know nothing happened to them. I don't clash with them because you see, with the dark side, the dark side's not out here to clash. The dark side is all about persuasion. So you have to go over there to that. They're not gonna come and deal with you. You got to go to them. You understand? You got to go to them. The way that's set up, you got to go to them. They don't have the power to come to you. They have to draw you in with money and all type of weird stuff, and you have to go into their realm to be helpless. If you don't go in their realm, then you got all the power. Their power is only the power of persuasive, right? And you always bring up Dracula. Dracula would look at the woman and say, what? Come here. And then she would come. He can't tell me to come here. I give you an example. When I was a kid, I used to go see Dracula movies, and they find out where it was at. And about 4 or 5 in the evening, they go to try to kill him. And they go try to find Dracula, and it take them a while. And when they finally get to where he's at, the sun be going down. See what I'm saying? So they didn't portray me in the Dracula movies. They want to make Dracula a hero. Because you know that Dracula's got to be in his coffin before it get sun come up. So they didn't portray me because I would have went and looked for him at 7 in the morning. He would have been dead. You know what I'm saying? It's a long time for he finna wake up. I would, as soon as he would have laid down and the sun popped up, I would have drove a steak to his eye, threw some garlic powder in his face, and popped a prop, and he would have been out of here. So I'm on from a different cloth. I wouldn't have went looking for him in the evening time. I'm gonna get him right when he go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, he ain't no match for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go look for him when the sun finna go down. I seen a vampire. I probably seen a bunch, but I seen one that I knew was a vampire. I seen a vampire in Hawaii. Never seen a vampire in Hawaii. We on this side of the street and we going to the health food store. And on the side of the health food store, it's just got like the wooden sidewalk and it's got like the awnings. So it's like shade. So on that side of the street is shade. The sun is up. It was a female. And she was walking and she had an umbrella even though she was in the shade. Nobody's got an umbrella up in Hawaii. And she had an umbrella and she had black hair. She was pale like somebody died. And from catty corner, I told my friend, I said, look, that's a vampire. And do you know she knew that I knew? Never got close to her. She was staggering like she was like the sun drunk. She was drunk from the sun, super pale, with an umbrella. Never seen her. These are small towns. These ain't even cities on the Big Island. And I've seen her catty corner. And so like a day or two later, we was doing a concert. Not in that little town, in another place outside. And we was getting ready to perform. And so I was out in the crowd meeting people and talking to people. We was probably going to go on stage probably within about 45 minutes or an hour. So I'm standing on the grass like this. And when I looked this way, she was right there. I kid you not. When I looked that way, I said, whoa, scared the hell out. She was right there staring at me. All these people out here. When I looked, she was right here. I kid you not. Let me know that she know I knew. She was letting me know, I know you know. And guess what? Then I never seen her again, ever. And this is not a big population out there. You see everybody that never seen her again. Never. Right after I said, look, that's a vampire, she was standing right next to me like a day or two later. Right here. When I turned, scared the hell out of me, man. She was pale with black hair. That shit was, hey, man, if I could shoot some movies and show you in a movie, it'll freak you out. Because I got peripheral vision. So why didn't see her walking up? She wouldn't have ate me. She wouldn't have ate me because I'm on the bright side, she on the dark side. So she wouldn't have ate me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm plant-based vegan, I'm on the bright side. She couldn't do nothing to me. She wasn't there. She was not there to do me no harm. She was to let me know that she knew that I knew. That's it. She was letting me know, I know you know. That's it. That's all she was there for, to let me know, I know you know. She let me know, I know you know. Scared the hell out of me, though. She was right here, not there. When I turned around, she was standing there looking at me. Pale, dark hair. My boy that was with me when he seen it, when I went and told her, we was freaking out. Because I had seen her cross-dresser. That's a vampire. I never, and why would I say that? Why would I say that's a vampire? For nothing, I ain't never said nobody else was no vampire. This is like 1980, probably 84, 85. Why am I saying this is a vampire? I ain't never said nobody else is a vampire. What made me look at her and say, look, that's a vampire? And I hadn't been seeing vampire movies since I was a kid. I was grown. She definitely was a vampire. And she let me know. And how did she hear me? She was way across the street. How she, you know what I'm saying? She was catty corner across the street. She didn't hear me say that. Or did she? How she know I knew? And all these people out here, why she standing behind me? It's a whole bunch of people out here. She never said a word. And we never seen her again, because you know I was looking for her. Never seen her again. She was pale, like somebody died, like she had no blood in her. Because I've been around white kids that's pale. No, she was a different kind of pale. I've been around white dudes that ain't been in the sun all winter and stuff. No, they still got, you could still see some flush of a pink. No, she was white, pale, like somebody dead. She had no, nothing, just pale white. She didn't even look like white people. She didn't look like a white person. She did not look like a white person. She was pale and had no emotions. She had like no emotions. She didn't say anything. And I didn't see her no more that day socializing over. She I don't even think she was at the show no more. Because I show after that, I know I was looking subliminally. I know I was looking. She wasn't there. After that, she was gone. Yeah, after that, she was gone. And that's when I said, oh, they can come out in the daytime. They just can't take the sun, but they can come out. And that's why she had that umbrella. Why you got that umbrella and you pale? Why you got that umbrella and you pale? You know what I'm saying? All these other, ain't nobody else got no umbrella. It's white people out here, it's Asians, it's Japanese, everybody out here. Why you got an umbrella and she was hiding from the sun? You know what I'm saying? Man, that lady, man, I've seen some frightening stuff, man. That was frightening. The only reason it wasn't absolutely like terrifying is because I'm the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason. But if I would have just been a normal person, and that probably would have scared the hell out of me. But for me, I'm like, you know what? I can't even say what I was thinking. Keep creeping around here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think she knew that too. I knew she know, well, he ain't the one, but yeah, I mean, she know I wouldn't have had no negative energy necessarily, because she really wasn't no threat to me that I could think of. Because I would never put myself in those situations. You have to put yourself in these negative situations, whether it's monstrous type stuff uh, whether it's crime or anything. You have to put yourself in a certain situation. You in prison, dude. He's swole. He wants you to come work out with him. He take you, work you out, work out, work out. Boom, you go back to your cell. Now you tired. Here he come in here with 3 dudes. So you never should have been hanging with dude. As soon as he say, hey man, you want to work out? You'd be like, no, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, no goofy, you hanging with this dude, he's setting you up. You know, as soon as he asks you want to work out, you got to be like, you got to be on him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna work out. No, I'm straight. I'm gonna work out a little later. I'm gonna work out a little later. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work out a little bit later. And you're gonna be the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, boy, stop playing with me. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to work out? Punk, get out of my face. So it's kind of like that. When you around negative, if you got to go and volunteer with negativity. Never negativity always wants you to volunteer, even a con man or anything. They always want to sweeten you up and have you happy to get conned. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh, now if you seen these things today again, how would you react? If I seen a lady, it would be the same thing. I'd be like, there go another one. I wouldn't do nothing. There ain't no threat to me. Negativity is not no threat to extreme positivity. Negativity is only a threat to somebody teeter-tottering and get hypnotized by negativity. In other words, if it's me and a vampire, the vampire gonna be scared, more scared than I am. The vampire not gonna be comfortable around me because I'm not drunk, I'm not sloppy, I'm not none of that. So the energy ain't right. They need a victim. That's why I say anything in life or whatever, they need a victim. They looking for a Vic. Do I think I was at the crossroads? What's the crossroads? I mean, if only time in my life where I was at the crossroads when I was bleeding out in LA on the street after I got stabbed. And I was dying. Basically. I don't do spiritual. I don't do no spiritual. I don't do spirits. I don't do no spirituality. I do physical. I only do physical. I don't do spiritual. I do physical. I don't like spirits. I don't got a spirit. I got a soul. And my soul need a body to live in. So the body is everything. I don't do spirits. Spirits are ghosts. You got soul. The soul is in your DNA, in your blood. A spirit is a ghost, and a ghost is an evil person that passed away and ain't been blessed with another body. So now they got to hoover around and look for a body to get in. And so now once you let that in your body, now you got split personality. Because sometimes you, and sometimes you that spirit that got in your body. So I don't do spirits. That's how you end up possessed. You get possessed by spirits, evil spirits, ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever talk spirituality. Always talk physical. Always talk physical. You take care of your temple, take care of your physical. So that your soul is in your physical. They don't know. They don't know no better. I don't take it. I don't take offense when people say that. They just saying, you know what I'm saying? They just saying what sounds. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was taught. They was taught they spiritual, but that's not spiritual. They soulful. We got soul. That's why we used to call ourselves soul brother and soul sister. That's why we play soul music. You understand? That's why you sing. They say he's singing from his soul. They never say he's singing from his spirit. Down do spirits. They call liquor spirits. How do I combat? I don't combat. I just stay away from it. I don't be doing combat. I stay away. You over there, you doing that. I'm just doing me. I don't combat. I don't combat that. When I get with a woman, I'll be so strong in what I'm doing, she gonna come my way. I'm not finna go her way. Because when I meet a woman, she got to decide if she want to be a man or not. So once she see I'm not budging in that direction, she got to make a decision. But she might as well come this way. I'm knocking it back. I'm knocking you back. You're not knocking me back. So you got to come this way or not. But I'm not converting. I don't be following no woman and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not following no woman. She got to come my way. You know what I'm saying? Once I meet her, if I meet her, let's say I meet a woman, and she be with me and she started going plant-based, she started going vegan, she started growing dreadlocks and all that, and we break up. And we break up and she go out there in the world. She go get another man or whatever. He can't do nothing. Because she going to always know who built her. She going to always want to come back eventually. Because he ain't building nothing. He renting my crib. You know what I'm saying? Because I give you something that live forever. I got you taking care of yourself. I give you the greatest gift ever. Health. Your natural hair. I just posted a thing where they show all these braids and stuff got chemicals in it, cause cancer. Lots of them. They saying even when you braid somebody's hair with the fake hair, take a break. Because just touching the braids a long time could contaminate you. I just posted that on my Instagram. Just touching it could contaminate you. I just posted on my Instagram today. Look, I show you. Yes, synthetic hair can be toxic because it can contain harmful chemicals, including carcinogens, heavy metals, and pesticides. Straight up. On the other side, your wig could be poisoning you. Study finds. That stuff got pesticides and all type of stuff in it. And you put it on your hair and sweating and all that. So I be giving people the gift they keep on giving, your health. Right, when she see that you wouldn't, but it wasn't going to work anyway because once you followed her, she was going to be the man. So if she converted you into her religion, she still was going to dump you for a Muslim. Anyway, I don't like conscious women. I don't like Hebrew women, Muslim. I just like plain women, plain Black American women or plain women. Because a woman that's got any type of belief system, she got that from some man. And I don't want to be dealing with her behind him. So if you're a Rasta woman, I know you've already been with a bunch of Rasta brothers. I don't want you. Because a lot of times that not only have they been with one, they might have been passed around by a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that. I like an independent woman that's just doing her. I no follower. Because if she following something, and then she with me, which way you going? You following this or you following your king? You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't had no past because I never do that. I build my queens from scratch. I never take no prefabricated house. I build mine from scratch. Yeah, because basically when she following me, she ain't following nobody because I ain't gonna make her follow me. See what I'm saying? So when she with me, right, she basically is free. Because typically when I'm in a relationship, there ain't really nothing to follow. You know what I'm saying? We got to pay these bills, do what we do, raise these children and that. So there is no, you got to do this, you got to do that. So as long as she ain't trying to get me to do nothing, she ain't got to worry about me trying to get her to do nothing. Because when I meet a woman, I'm not the type of person who want to meet you and then I like you and then I want to change you. I don't want to change you because I already made up my mind I like you. So why would I want to change you? So when I meet a woman, I build them because they build on their own. They change. I don't change them. They change on their own by me just setting the example in my life. And then they follow the example. But I don't get when no woman say, oh, you got to be like this. If I meet you and you dress, the only problem I have is this. When I meet a woman, I meet you, you dress real sexy. I like you. You look cute. I start dating you, we become a couple. Now I want you to tone that down some. Why? Because now you my woman. I don't want you getting all that unnecessary attention. And so, ladies, when your man start complaining about you dressing too sexy, that means he really love you. If your man wants you to dress more and more sexy, he just got you for an arm piece. He don't love you. You just something he using to make him look good. He want everybody to see him with you. He don't care nothing about you. Because if he care about you, he gonna want you to keep all that just for him. I don't be trying to get nobody to eat right. If I get with a woman, I'm not going to, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, I only do that over here. If I'm with a woman, I only be trying to get her to eat right. I just eat right. I just have what's in the refrigerator I want to have. And I just eat what I want to eat, and she eat what she want to eat. I'm not going to tell her how to eat. She going to eat how she eat. I'm going to eat how I eat. I only talk about changing the way you eat on social media where people watch me voluntarily. When I get in a relationship with a woman, I do not be telling her how to eat. I don't be telling her how to eat. I say, I'm finna go get some food. She be like, go get me this and this. And I go get it. And I go get what I'm going to get. That's it. I don't be telling her, you got to do this and you got to do that. Because why would I get with you until you got to eat this and that? I could have found a woman ate like that already. So why I'm going to pretend I like you and then try to make you be something else? I could have just found somebody eating like that. Why am I trying to? I ain't your daddy. So I don't talk about that. They ask me. They ask me, oh, how long you been a vegan? They be asking me questions. Let me taste your food. That's how that be going. Because I'm a king, I be standing on business. I don't got to tell her nothing. She going to want to taste it. If I go somewhere and I get a nice sandwich of fries, everybody eat fries. She going to eat the fries. And if the sandwich smell good, she going to want to bite. So I ain't got to say nothing. My ex, my last queen, she's still vegan. She's still vegan and got dreadlocks. She not no dreadlocks. She had a perm and she was eating jerk chicken and all that. I didn't tell her nothing. I didn't say nothing to her. I went and got my food. I would go get the children's food because everybody wanted something different. So the kids wanted J&J fish, whatever. I would go get them J&J fish. Only thing I banned was pork and beef. But they can eat all the chicken and fish and stuff and shrimps they wanted. I just banned pork and beef because I didn't want them to get mad cow's disease. That was for health reasons, for them, not for me. So when it was time for me to go get food, I would go get what the children want. If she said she wanted jerk chicken, I would go get the jerk chicken for her. And then I would go get my plant-based food. I would get 3 things. That's why you shouldn't judge people, because if you see me in J&J Fish, it's like, man, there go Pharaoh right there talking about he don't eat no meat. I don't. I'm in there getting this for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so then one day I had a cauliflower basket, and my queen said, Pharaoh, let me get some of your cauliflower. And I gave her some of my cauliflower, my fries, and she ate it with her jerk chicken. The next time it was time for me to go on the food run, she said, Pharaoh, you going to get some cauliflower? Right? I want that. Because it was good. I ain't gonna lie. The Hebrews, and they don't make it good no more. They got new cooks. It's no good no more. But back then it was fire. So every time it was time to go get a food run, she asked me, you gonna get that cauliflower? I'm like, yeah, give me a cauliflower basket. So all I had to do was go get the children's food, and then me and her food both from the Hebrews. And then she always wanted cauliflower, always wanted cauliflower. Then her taste buds changed. Then she started eating all they different food. She found out they had greens and mac and cheese and all that. Next thing you know, she was a vegan. I didn't say nothing. I just was doing what I do. I didn't make her feel uncomfortable or didn't say anything like that. If you my woman, the only way I'm going to say something to you about the food is you don't feel good. Then I'm going to say something. So now if I'm going to get you jerk chicken and stuff, and then one day you got a headache, then you got a headache, and then I'm going to be like, babe, you got them headaches because you keep eating that mess. But I'm saying that because you got a headache, because you sick. then I will say something. Then I will definitely say something. Because I can't say I love you and let you sit there and kill yourself. But if you eating it and it ain't causing you no type of sickness, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you eating it and every time your stomach messed up and stuff, I'm gonna be like, that's because you need to stop eating that shit, babe. That's why your stomach messed up. You need to stop eating that. You need to stop drinking that, all this soda and all this shit. If you start gaining a bunch of weight and now you ain't healthy, I'll be like, babe, no more soda. Okay, that's over with. Then I'm gonna lay the law down because now it's a matter of life and death. But other than that, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna do me. That's it. I'm not your daddy. I'm your man. You know what I'm saying? She's still plant-based. You ain't supposed to tell them nothing. You're just supposed to do what you're doing. You're not supposed to tell them to just eat pork. You're not supposed to say nothing. That's rude. Just get your food and eat it and leave them alone. Just get your food and eat it. You're not supposed to, don't say nothing, Jay. Just get your food and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing. Because the best teacher is you standing on your square as the best teacher. Talk is cheap. When they see you eating good all the time, that's what makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you talk about your family, who you talking about? Your children, Jay? You talking about your children? Because the babies can't buy pork, so you buying it. So you talking about your children, or you talking about your brothers and sisters, your mom and daddy? I don't understand when you say family. You talking about your children? Well, that's on you if you feeding them that. Because they children, they got to eat whatever mommy cooking. You asked me something. Let me see. So if we as a couple decide we want to raise our newborn plant-based, then it's different. I mean, as a couple, as a couple, then, yeah. With me, I know I only raise my children plant-based when they're babies. So I only raise my children plant-based from newborn on to first grade, second grade, third grade. When they go to school and then they want to eat different, I let them do it. Because I don't want to send them to school and all the kids eating chicken and then they want some chicken. So let them eat it. Because what happens is if you restrict them, they'll grow up and resent it. You got a better chance of them being plant-based when they get older if you let them alone and let them come back in it on their own. So I only make my children eat what I want them to eat when they little enough where I can make them do it. When they get so big enough where they're going to sneak and do what they're going to do anyway, why waste my time? Why waste my time when they're going to sneak and do it anyway? So once they finna go to school and sneak and do it, I'm wasting my time. So then what I try to do is I just try to make sure everything else is the best. So if they're eating chicken and fish, I try to make sure they got the best drinks. I try to make sure that the juice they're drinking is 100% juice. I try to make sure that the snacks they're eating got sea salt in it rather than, I try to make sure the stuff they do eat is the best of it. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that everything else is the best. You know, that they're getting the best juice, that they're still I'm buying. I find out what fruit they like. So I ain't got to tell them to eat fruit if I'm buying fruit they like. See, you got to be smart. You buy some grapes and they're eating them all up and they are fighting over, arguing over. Okay, now you know I'm going to keep some grapes in here. So I ain't got to say, y'all need to eat more fruit. As soon as I put the grapes down, they go eat it anyway. So I use psychology. If I know they like bananas, they like fruit, they like peaches, I find out what they like that's healthy, then I hit them with that. I find out they like sweet potatoes, bam. Okay, they like corn, bam. Okay, they like cabbage. They be tearing this cabbage up. You know, when you cook Sunday dinner or cook dinner, see which vegetables they like. You know what I'm saying? Because they like that. And see, my queen, she cooked a lot of natural food anyway. She cooked a lot of old school food anyway. So the kids was eating good. And I try to give them the best out of that. Because they got to grow up and they got to make their own decisions. You can't force them. If you force them, they'll resent it. And it ain't going to do no good anyway. So I only force them when I'm not forcing them. See, when you're little, you're not forcing them. They're going to eat whatever you give them. You're only forcing them when they go out in the world. And now they're like, why I got to eat this, Daddy? Now you forcing them. But that ain't going to work. So once they get to the age they go and they, like my son had dreadlocks. My youngest son, he had dreadlocks since he was little. Like 2 years old. And he had some nice, beautiful dreadlocks. And one day he came from school and said, Daddy, can I cut my hair? I guess the kids was teasing him and stuff. Now, if it would have been nowadays, he would have been a superstar. See what I'm saying? But this was way back. Wasn't no Keith Chief and wasn't no King Von and nothing. So he came and said, Daddy, can I cut my dreads? I took him right to the barber shop. Ain't gonna make him live in hell. You know what I'm saying? Just so I went and took him to the barber shop. Cut him off. He got to go to school and deal with his own life. I can't make him miserable trying to do what I want him to do. You know what I'm saying? And now he grown and he got dreads. You know what I'm saying? Now he grown. Now he grown and he got dreads. Real talk. Now he grown and he got dreads. But I don't be trying to tell him how to eat and nothing like that. He got to find out the hard way. I don't say nothing if they get sick. I say something, but I don't tell them y'all need to eat better. I say stuff like, "Man, y'all got to be dumb as hell to have y'all daddy be a vegan and be healthy like this and be 67 years old and y'all sick. Y'all dumb as hell." I'll say something like that. You know what I'm saying? I say some stuff like that. Other now, you know what I'm saying? My daughter tried to get on my case because I didn't come to my sister's house for Christmas. So I dissed her hair and dissed what she was eating because she was trying to play. Stop playing with me. So she was trying to play with me and talk crazy. So I had to do it, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't bother. I be thinking what? You be thinking it though. No, I don't be paying no attention. Let me tell you something. When it comes to health, it's all self-improvement. You see a casket, only one person get in there. Your kids ain't gonna get in there with you, and you ain't gonna get in there with them. So when it comes to health, it's called self-improvement. So there it has to be limited on how much you trying to force somebody else to save themselves. You trying to save yourself. If they ain't want to save themselves, Hey, how much you gonna spend in trying to save somebody else? You have to spend all that energy in saving yourself. And when you spend that energy in saving yourself, you can help more people that way by being a great example. Because I know people that preach to people to go vegan and fell off. You so busy telling everybody to go vegan, and 5 years later, you back eating chicken. You did more damage. I've seen that. I've seen that plenty of times. Dudes talking all this rasta to their relatives, and 5 years later, they cut their dreads off. Dudes talking about this, all of this. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about getting off of heroin for what? I'm not on heroin. So what am I talking about getting off heroin for? You on heroin? Ain't nobody over here on heroin. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to wear long sleeve? Well, what you want to talk about it for? Don't talk about it, be about it. I'm not finna talk you off of being on heroin. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. I don't care if you're on heroin. That's you. I only got a problem if you try to stick the needle in my arm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to talk you off no heroin. Everybody been talking to you, and you still ain't changed. So I'm not going to waste my time. Yeah, this is my youngest son right here. You see, his dreads is longer than that now. I don't know, bro. That's on you. It ain't hard. You ain't trying to get off of it. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize, once you make your mind up, you get off of it. You don't want to get off of it. Ain't no need of me trying to talk to you. It's not hard. You don't want to get off of it. It's not hard. He don't want to get off. It ain't hard. He don't want to get off of it. He want it. It's not hard. He want it. If he didn't want it, he wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He want it. He want it. I'm not trying to encourage him nothing. People been trying to encourage him, and he ain't never listened. I'm really outside. I really know what's going on. I'm not going to give him no encouragement, no advice, or nothing. He know he messed up. What do he want me to tell him? Man, I'm not telling him nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling him nothing. He done seen all that. I'm telling you. He done seen all that. People like that, they seen all that. They don't listen to nobody. 1 minute they cope doping, and the next minute they hoping. They only want to get off of it when they high. Soon as he sober up, he gonna want some. I don't got no sympathy for what? I don't even know him. I don't even know if he telling the truth. Y'all stop letting people come over here and say whatever. You don't know if that's real or nothing. He might be trolling or anything. See what I'm saying? Told you he was a troll. He ain't on nothing. He was trolling y'all. He was trolling. He come over here, change the subject, talk about this. Right then, that was disrespect right there. You know what I'm saying? That man was trolling, okay? Trying to get me to talk about just some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? They got mad when I told them I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing over here. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I knew exactly what I was doing. He got mad. That's why he's mad. I said, well, I don't care. See what I'm saying? You got no psychology. Man, talk about this. Man, I got to wear long sleeves. All right. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that. You seem comfortable. What you want me to tell you? You really believe I can save you on the internet? You can't save him on the internet. You don't know who he is. He might be a 33-year-old Yugoslavian midget. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So you want me to take it to heart? You come over here with a weird name. It's not even your real name. You know what I'm saying? Your name, Popcorn Pop. See what I'm saying? And you want me to give you some advice? Your name, Popcorn Pop. See what I'm saying? And you want me to believe that? Oh, man, you got to get off of it. He'll have you over here 2 hours talking to him. He'll be at home laughing. Troll. I knew he was a troll when he came over here. You know what I'm saying? He'll go on another page and do that. He'll find somebody to bite. Had him over there 2 hours talk about it. You got to clean yourself up. He be on laughing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care if it was, if he really was. I don't care. If he was watching me, I told him it's self-improvement. It's self-improvement. It's about me taking care of myself. Now, if he want to go get in a coffin, that's him in his coffin. I'm not going to get in there with him. Period. If I had a place and dope fiends was coming to me, that's just how I talk to them. You know, I used to work at a book factory. There was a dude there named Skip, and he was a dope fiend. And Skip always was around me. And he like, when he's sober, he like, man, I gotta get off this stuff, Kid Funk. I gotta get off this stuff, Kid Funk. I'm gonna have to change my life. Then boom, when he get on it, I'm gonna get off this stuff. When he ain't got it, he like, man, he looking for it. He only want to get off of it when he start coming down. When he start coming down, he's still on it. When he coming down, he want to get off. He start talking about getting off of it. Next thing you know, he back on. He found something. He say, man, Kid Funk, I be trying to be doping, but I end up keep on hoping. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, man, you need to cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So my auntie always seen me around him and knew he was a dope fiend. So one day in the car, my auntie like, why you around Skip a lot? You know he on that stuff. You ain't on that stuff, bitch. I'm like, he around me. I'm telling him to get off of it. He around me because I'm the strength. He ain't around me. Skip can't influence me. I can't be influenced. I'm non-influenceable. I only want to do what I want to do. If you doing something and I'm doing it, that's because I want to do it, not because you was doing it, because it looked like something I wanted to do. Period. I remember one time as a shorty, I probably was like in the 6th grade, 7th grade, and a dude at the park by the house, he like, Stu Gambling, what's up, man? Man, I'm finna go over here and rob this gas station or something. He's like, man, you wanna go? I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't wanna go rob nobody. He like, what? You scared of? You know what I'm saying? So as he said, what you scared of? Pop, pop, pop. That was my answer, no. You know, if I was scared, would I had socked you up like that? Punk, go do what you gonna do and watch who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Punk, scared. You know what I'm saying? You are wrong answer. No, I ain't scared. I just ain't stupid like you. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Like that. If I take your gun from you. Man, get away from me before I take your gun. Straight up. I ain't scared, bro. I'm doing me. Bye. I'm not being influenced by nobody. I don't stand on, and I'm not trying to influence nobody. What's up, Drew? I'm not trying to I accept people for how they are. I see you. I don't look down on you because what you eating or none of that. I don't do none of that. That's why my queen had straight hair and was eating meat. I didn't judge her for that. I liked her, and that was it. Man, I hope you're doing good, Drew. You know what I'm saying? I don't be judging people like that. That's not cool. You know, if I go out with you and have dinner and you order some fish and I order my stuff, I don't be looking at you crazy. It's not no judgment type. It's not no religion or no type of judgment stuff. I'm not eating to be better than nobody. I'm just trying to take care of myself. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm looking at you crazy for? You grown. You eating what you want to eat. It's not none of my business. Shout out to everybody in Baltimore. So I'm not judgmental like that. I don't be judging people. A woman ain't got to be like me to be with me and nothing like that. All I got to do is like her. I might like her smile or something. I might like her eyes and I want to date her. Because usually with me, it's the eyes or the smile or something. It ain't the body. It might get my attention a little bit, but it's usually their face that I'll be liking. Because everybody got an ass and titties. All women got that, so that ain't making you unique. What's making you unique is your smile, your face, your eyes, something like that. But I don't be judging people or setting no standards like that because when you listen, let's take the gym. When you trying to work out, you trying to get yourself to work out. How you gonna try to get somebody else to work out? Anybody relate? How you gonna be sweating somebody else to work out as hard as it is for you to work out? Think about it. As many days as I miss the gym, how I'm gonna tell anybody anything. I'm trying to tell me, bro, get your ass in the gym. I don't got time to be telling you to go to the gym and I don't want to go. I don't even want to go. How I'm gonna tell you to go? Keep it real. You know, the best thing in life is to set a good example. You set a good example for your children. You set a good example for the people around you. And that good example shines the light more than anything. And you don't lie. You understand? So anytime, most of the time, really, the only times I ever drank liquor is right here in front of y'all. I haven't had a pizza. Every now and then I'll get a cheese pizza. And I haven't had a cheese pizza in a long time. Although I did have one recently about, what was that, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? Because I was over by Italian Fiesta and got a pizza with a friend, and I ain't like it. I don't think they made it right. But I keep saying next time I get a pizza, I'm going to get it on live. Because ain't none of that hiding. You don't have to hide and lie. It's not about eating right. It's not about lying. Yeah, I eat pizza every now and then. I eat pizza every blue moon. I hadn't had one in a long time because of COVID. So I hadn't had one in years because of COVID, and I didn't want that cheese in my system. I didn't want that cheese in my system with COVID out there. I am 100% plant-based vegan. I am 100% plant-based vegan. I don't eat that stuff. I don't buy that stuff and stuff like that. But it's for your health, and you got to understand that these things make you sick because you eat them all the time. Okay? You see that cheese make you sick because you eat it all the time. You eat it every day, every day, every day. That's why it make you sick. It don't make you. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. You eat it. It ain't gonna do nothing. All you doing is going back vegetarian. That's all. You're vegetarian and you go back vegan. So if you go vegetarian for one meal, it ain't gonna do nothing to you. What it's gonna do? I can't eat meat. It'll probably make me sick. I can't eat meat. It'll probably make me sick. But I don't eat. I don't. I'll eat a pizza like once every 2 or 3 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went to the county jail, I had to go back vegetarian. See, it's a health thing. It's not no. It's not like, oh, vegan like a religion. It's a health thing. You're doing it for your health. And you want to make sure your colon is open. So if you eating a bunch of vegetable stuff and you eat a 2 or 3, 4 slices of cheese pizza, you ain't gonna do nothing but boo-boo it out. It's not in there to make you sick. It's not gonna make you sick. See, it's the constant. It's not just a piece of chicken. It's you've been eating chicken from a baby your whole life. You've been eating the same thing. That's what's killing you. It's hard to be fully locked up. You can't be a vegan at all when you're locked up. Ain't no vegan bread in there. Ain't no vegan cheese in there. They bring you food. You got to eat whatever they cook when you're in the county jail. You don't get to cook. You can only be vegan when you could cook. When you go down to commissary, they ain't got no vegan stuff down there. I was in there. I was eating egg sandwiches. In the morning when they had breakfast, they had eggs. The brothers would give me all their eggs. I had some bread, whatever kind of bread I could get, some wheat bread, but it was that white looking wheat bread. Now I'll put on some wheat bread and eat it. They'd be like, Pharaoh, you want these eggs? Because they know I need meat. They can have my bacon or whatever. I'm eating egg sandwiches. I'm eating potato chips. I'm eating popcorn. I'm eating donuts, cookies, stuff like that. Whatever they bring for dinner, I got to pick all the meat out and eat the rest, eat the vegetables and stuff. Get the big dudes that work out a lot, get them the meat and eat the rest. It's like survival programs. Man, it's Cook County. It's Cook County Jail. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the worst prisons in the United States. One of the worst jails in the United States. People be copping out to go to prison to get out of the Cook County Jail. Boy, the Cook County Jail, boy, listen. Cook County in the county. I think this is the new building too. Man, in the county jail with the lions and tigers and bears, bruh. Ain't none of that up in there like that. No, it's survival. You know what I'm saying? I just went back. I didn't eat no meat though, but I ate everything else. So when I got out, that's when I met my next queen, right? So I'd already been vegetarian. So when I met her, she cooking mac and cheese, she cooking sweet potatoes and all that. So I'm eating that, and I just went right back into vegan. I went right back into strict vegan. But I came out vegetarian. So when she was cooking food, I was still eating somewhat vegetarian. And then I just went right because I didn't like it. Like I said, when I got the pizza, I didn't really like it. They didn't make it right. You know, I just went right back vegan. You know what I'm saying? But now, I mean, coming out, you know, when in the Cook County Jail, you know, you're a POW, you're a prisoner of war. You're on guerrilla time up in there. This where you at. Okay, I'm one of these dudes, okay? Okay, they done sent the deck up because you can see the guards in there, so it's finna go down. But without the guards, this is who I'm locked up with. You see all these dudes? And you see them doors? That's the tip. When I say the tip. So you see around the back, you see those doors? Okay, that's where you go when it's time to go to sleep. Then when they get you out, you come out here. This is called the day room. You see the tables. This is where you eat and everything in the day room. And then at night, you 2-man to one of them doors. You know what I'm saying? 2 men in every one of them doors. Sometimes 3. Somebody got to sleep on the floor. You in the gladiator zone. I'm one of them in there. You know what I'm saying? And this is before Chief Keef. The only people I had dreads then was like Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? So when I first got in there, the brother was like, Jamaica. I'm like, man, I ain't from no motherfucking Jamaica. Oh, damn, Joe. Where you from, Joe? Man, I'm from right here, Chicago, nigga. Oh, damn, come here, man. Man, how long you been growing there, man? You from Chicago? Yeah, nigga. What you in here for? Man, some bullshit. Innocent. I didn't do nothing they said. They lying. They trying to say I had all this stuff and all this and I'm armed and dangerous. They lying. They like this nigga here. So yeah, it's the Cook County Jail. Ain't no vegan up in there. You know what I'm saying? But I was vegetarian. I was vegetarian. But it's like, okay, I eat for my health, so I don't be craving stuff because it ain't good for my health. So I don't be craving pizza or nothing like that. I don't be thinking about no damn pizza. I just ate it because I was in a neighborhood where I used to go get it for my kids all the time. So I was in a neighborhood where I used to get it from my kids. And I'm like, dang, I wonder if the Italian Fiesta, which was the number one Chicago pizza. That's the Barack Obama pizza right there, Italian Fiesta. It's number one. I said, I wonder if they still make it right. I ordered it, but it wasn't good though. It wasn't even no good on my soul. I ain't even enjoy it because I can get a plant-based pizza now that's fire. But I hadn't ate one since way before COVID. How long was COVID? I hadn't ate one since like about 6 months, 7 months before COVID, I think. When COVID came, I was glad I wasn't eating. Yeah, that's where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And that with the lions and tigers and the bears, boy. You know what I'm saying? It was like military for me. I'm in there with the young soldiers, getting their minds right. You know what I'm saying? This is the one I was in. I was over here on this side. That other one, that was the other side. They built another big one. I could tell I was circular. That one's circular. This one ain't. This one I was in Division 5 over here on this side. That's why I was up in there 4 months. You know what I'm saying? I was in there 4 months. Feel me? I mean, fit and fit, you could be fooled. The thing is that everybody in there can't fight. So everybody in there can't fight. And everybody in there is homesick. Everybody in there missed their baby mama or their girlfriend. Everybody in there missed their mama if she's still alive. And everybody want to go home because it's not prison. And so in the county jail, people coming out, people moving in. It's constantly in and out because it's just the county jail and they fighting the case and the case get thrown out or they get a bond or they get an I bond and stuff like that. So it's not like prison. So everybody not as ruthless as they are in prison because everybody want to go home. They haven't been sentenced. So you could go home anytime. So it's not as bad as prison because anybody can go home. Well, they said it might be crazy in here now, but at my age, they would put me with the OGs and shit, so it wouldn't be. So it ain't like prison. The people constantly coming in and out, in and out. It ain't like you in here doing 5, you in here doing 2, you in. It's not like that. You might get locked up Thursday, and you might be out Monday. You might be out Saturday. You might get locked up Thursday. You might go home Friday. You might get locked up Thursday. You might go home in a month. You might go home in 2 months. I could have went on, but I didn't want to pay no $250,000 bond. I didn't want to get him no $25,000 and tell him I was innocent. How I'm innocent? Where I get 25 racks from? I'm trying to beat my case. I'm not going to give you 25 racks and say I'm not doing nothing. That's stupid. So I just sat there. I watched Oz a little bit, but you know what I mean? I ain't really like it. So I ain't watch it that much. You go to jail, you go to prison. If you're a neutron, if you're gang affiliated, stay in your place, ride with your car. If it's federal, ride with the Chicago car. You good. If it's state, you know what I'm saying? Then you ride with whoever you is, you know what I'm saying? So if I go to state prison, where them foes at, I'm going to ride with the foes. Probably going to ride with the vice lords. And it is what it is. I ain't going to have no problems. You don't start no shit, it won't be none. People ain't gonna just mess with you like that. You got to be nosy. You know what I mean? You got to be in other people's business. And then I'm not really a nice guy. I'm not really a good guy. Anyway, not like that. Not when I'm in them environments. You mess around and get hurt, threatening me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no big dude. I'm slim, so I got to really be vicious. But I don't be having no problems because I'm like a general. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a general, so I'll be having troops, so the troops be rallying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in prison, only in prison. In prison, you got to watch for that. But you got to watch for that in prison because they've been in there a long time. They ain't doing that in the county jail now. They gonna do that in prison. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in federal prison and they send you to a whole nother state. But, you know, you got to adapt or go down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, everything depends on how you carry yourself as a man and are you easy to get along with and shit like that. I don't really be having no problems because dudes just gather around me. I be in jail. If I go to jail prison, I'll be talking the same like I'm talking to y'all, and they all be listening. When I was in the county jail, they would be all up in my cell and all outside trying to listen to what I'm talking about. I was still doing the same thing I'm doing now. Facts, you know what I'm saying? But they also judge you what you in there for. I wasn't in there for no punk stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I bought pens, but I always kept two. I always kept two pens that I didn't let nobody use. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Everybody knew what they was for too. Like, Pharaoh, let me use that pen. If I got 3 pens, I give you one, I have two. So let me use a pen. Like, no, these ain't for writing. So I used to tell them, hey man, these 2 pens right here, I don't write with these. These ain't for writing. Like that. I wasn't kidding. But I wasn't in there for selling Girl Scout cookies, though. That was a problem. So I wasn't in there because I was no nice guy. It didn't help me, no. It didn't help me, no, though. I went in there like a boss on the South Side. I came out like a boss in the whole Chicago. I just met more. I'm like, the prison, this jail is no good because the Cook County Jail is the central nervous system to Chicago. I'm mostly moving on the South Side. Now you didn't lock me up in here. Now I'm plugged on the West Side. I'm plugged on the North Side. I'm plugged on the South Side. It just plugged me in more. That's how I got the name Pharaoh. Nobody called me Pharaoh. My name is Pharaoh El-Aton. Everybody call me Ramesses. My name is Ramesses. Pharaoh is my title. So a lot of people, you going to say, you in Chicago, you say, you know Pharaoh, they're going to be like, nah. If you say Ramesses, they're like, oh yeah, Ram. Well, no, Ram. Well, anybody that know me Pharaoh, that's after county jail. Because when the guards called me, they said Pharaoh, and then they was like, your real name Pharaoh? Because I told them my name was Pharaoh because the guards and everybody keep calling me Pharaoh. I didn't tell them my name was Ramesses. when you get in the system, they call you by whatever your first name is on paper. So instead of Ramesses, which is my middle name on paper, but that's really my first name that I used before I went in there. So now everybody call me Ramesses and Ramesses. And that's how I got plugged with the vice lords, because they under them pyramids and stuff. So they just kind of made me honorary. You know what I mean? You know, they just kind of made me honorary because of my name. And because of Tupac. And I had a record label. And my celly, he loved Tupac. And we just be in there rapping Tupac all night. You know what I'm saying? But I was in there the same thing I'm doing with y'all. In there teaching the brothers, telling the brothers, stay out of trouble, telling them don't be ruining the community, telling them don't be in here fighting. We already in here. Well, we don't be in here fighting. We all locked up. We all got on beige. We all locked up. We the beige gang. We all got on beige DOCs. How y'all gonna say y'all different gangs and we all got the same jail clothes on? Make some sense. We the DOCs. We the Department of Corrections. All that other stuff out the window. How you the leader? If you the leader, I told the brothers one time, I said, if you the leader, whichever one y'all in the leader, let us out of here. If you the leader, if you Big Daddy Woo-Woo, let us out. Who got the key? Who got the key? Who the big man in here? Who got the key? Let us out, and you could be the chief. They're like, real shit though, Pharaoh. The penitentiary dudes in there that's looking at possibly parole vibration. They like, real shit though, Pharaoh. Nigga ain't got no key. He can shut the hell up. I want to go home. Real talk. Bro, don't try to act like you the big man. You got a key. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I did the neutron Nate stuff, but I used to protect the neutrons. We ain't beating up nobody in here. We're not doing that. We're going to sit in here. We're going to beat our cases. We're going to go home. You know what I'm saying? We're not finna do all that fighting and shit up in here. You know what I'm saying? How you going to let these Europeans lock you up and then get in here and fight each other? You ain't fight that police that brought your goofy ass in here. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't about picking on nobody. I wasn't about none of that. I wanted quiet on my deck. And your deck is based on who had the longest. And by the time I got to the third month, everybody I was in there with at first was gone. Nobody had even been in there a long time, as long as me, but P. Burrow. He had been in there 2 years, fighting a long case. But you can't be no vegan in there. You got to eat whatever they bring. I was still on the same militant, still on the positive stuff. I wasn't on no negative stuff. Mind your business, do your time, beat your case. Leave people alone, mind your business. I treated everybody nice. We had a gay dude, a black dude, he was gay. I treated him nice too. I treated him nice too. He was cool. I didn't bother him because he was gay. As a matter of fact, I paid him to wash my clothes. Because, man, when he would wash your clothes, they'd be clean. And what he would do, he'll wash your DOCs for you. Then he'll dry them. And then, you know how he would iron them? He'll get them real creased, and he would put them under his mattress and put the mattress on. And when and then about 4 or 5 hours later, we take on, it looked like somebody ironed them. I used to give them cookies and stuff, you know, because I had commissary. Commissary is like food, like money. It's like money. People for some juices, some cookies, they happy. I used to tease him. I was like, when you get out, I'm going to get you a girlfriend. Pharaoh. He was, I don't know, tease him. Boy, when you get out here, I'm going to get you a girlfriend. No, you not. Every day I would tease that gay dude. I tell him, boy, I'm going to get you 2 girls, boy. They going to be on you, boy. He was like, I don't want no fish, Pharaoh. I don't want no fish. So he said, I teased him every day. I tease dude every day, but I feel like, man, leave that brother alone. You know what I mean? He ain't bothering nobody. He ain't trying to bother nobody. He ain't making no moves to nobody. He's just doing what he do. Leave him alone. He's still black. I ain't gonna let nobody jump on him that ain't black. I tell you that. I used to tease him every day, though. He was cool, though, man. My clothes was white. I don't know what he would clean them with. But my clothes was white. I don't do discrimination. I don't do hate or nothing. I like everybody to be comfortable and stuff. I don't like to put nobody down. I don't like to tease people. The only people I like to talk about is people that'll talk about me back. Now that's fun, but I don't want to talk about nobody or insult nobody or nothing like that. That's not fun to me. Making people feel, bad. We could do better than that. We could show each other some love and some respect. Show people some respect. So that's why I don't be having no hard time, because I be showing respect. And then I'll be like the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like what you see me doing here, that's why I like the TV. So everybody like, I make time go by. I be in there telling stories and talking. Hey, yeah, then I went over there. It'd be quiet. They all be listening. You know what I mean? I was like the TV in the county jail. I've been there with the bad stories. It'd be quiet. I helped time go by. One time I was in there telling a story. I was like, yeah, man, I'll be on 63rd Street Beach, man. I ride up in my white caddy, man. And the brother say, hold on a minute. On 63rd Street Beach? I'm like, yeah. He said, you had the white short body sedan DeVille with the dates on? I'm like, yeah. He like, I had the yellow one. I'm like, you was the dude in the yellow one? Because, when you got a certain kind of car, everybody got that car. He like, yeah. I'm like, man, your car was fly, man. He like, yeah, but you the only one in Chicago had Dayton's on everything. You know what I'm saying? And he told everybody, man, this nigga Pharaoh, he don't be lying, man. I know this nigga used, he said, this nigga Pharaoh, this nigga don't be lying, man. I seen him out there. Real talk. You keep talking, somebody gonna verify it. They're gonna be like, he ain't lying. So I was talking and I mentioned my car on 63rd Street Beach. He said, wait a minute, the white one? I said, yeah. He said, man, I had the yellow one. I like the yellow one. You know what I'm saying? That's right, good music. So look, I'm going to end this live because I got some more stuff I got to talk about today. But it's a pleasure. Y'all support the channel. Because, YouTube, I got love for YouTube. It ain't YouTube that don't want to pay me. It's the sponsors. I think the sponsors, I be talking about going vegan and I be talking about a lot of racial issues and stuff. So the sponsors don't really like me because I won't be a good boy. Oh, you asked something? Let me see what you asked me. Pharaoh, is Chicago partaking in today's national boycott? I don't know. I'm like in my own little bubble. I heard about it, but I don't know, man. I can't say Chicago's doing it. I know people in Chicago doing it, but I know a lot of people probably don't even know about it. Because if you ain't on like social media, you ain't gonna know about it. And a lot of people are not on social media. So a lot of people don't even know about that because it's not on the TV. They're not mentioning that on the TV. So if you ain't on social media, you ain't going to even know about it. I just barely heard about it, but I didn't take it serious because I'm tired of doing stuff and I'm the only one doing it. I'm tired of doing these fake boycotts and only a handful of us do it. I ain't doing that shit no more until everybody's serious. I ain't doing that shit no more. We had the best Bears team when I did used to watch sports, where they said don't watch sports for Kaepernick, and I missed all them Bear games, and black folks didn't even stick with it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna stick with it, but we'll see. I haven't. Have I bought anything today? I didn't buy nothing but a lottery ticket, so I ain't bought nothing yet. So I might not buy nothing. I might not buy nothing. What is it? 20 minutes to 5. I might not buy nothing. But black folks don't stick with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. But we'll see. That's what they saying. Don't buy nothing for the whole day. That's what they saying. I already got food and everything here and at my other spots. So I ain't gonna. All right, Jade. It was a pleasure. All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk about something else in a little while. Y'all got any suggestions? I gotta see what's going on. I'm gonna give you a minute if you got some suggestions. Give me a couple of suggestions. If not, let me get out of here. You know what I mean? Y'all stay positive. Real talk. So that was that conspiracy talk we was talking. You know what I mean? Conspiracy, conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy out here. Seriously. Victory. Support the channel.